Now it's detecting my microphone. Forgot I unplugged that. And visually looks good. Does it sound good? Is the question. Does. A lot of my headphones, but that's fine. Alrighty. So, hello people of the internet. It is I, Soulrack Dragon, here back with more Fate Grand Order today. It's a downtime week, so we're doing some more interludes. Slowly loading. Slowly loading. Yeah, I haven't logged in yet today, but there is some news that I will address here in a minute. First, let's claim all the stuff we can claim. Burp, excuse me. Crowns of Light. There we go. And bells. Absolutely the bells. And then just start claiming a bunch of stuff for the Tamlin pre-release, which, again, I will go over here momentarily. Take the golden foes. Take the NP5 Elisa. And more golden foes. That should be all. So let's hit the news up real quick. There's not much. There is an ongoing summon campaign as well as a singularity repair. But upcoming event, loaded time, Chaldea Tamlin Cup, the next generation's triumphant return, is coming soon. Just soon. Don't know exactly when, but you need to have completed Avalon Lefay to be able to participate in it. Collect event items by clearing quests when you battle against servants. In addition, by exchanging event items for prizes. You can. It is a roulette. Okay, so this is the boxes. This is the box event. And there's also a new servant appearing. Interesting. So this is not a Grail front. I thought this was a Grail front just because Tamlin Cup made me think of some of the other Grail fronts, but this is not a Grail front. Interesting. It is our Lotto event for the year. But then there is also just summoning campaigns for Morgan is currently going on. And you can get the Morgan and Baoban CE. But that is kind of all for the news. There is a pre-release campaign going on, which I think has the AP required for all interludes, but I'm still probably only going to do 2 today, just because interludes tend to be a bit on the long side. Yeah, I haven't done my Mana Prism exchange for the month yet. Take care of that real quick. I'm a procrastinator, though, so it's fine. It is fine. But don't be like me, don't procrastinate. And good. Alright. Now we go to the Enhance. We are going to put the new Ellie to NP5. If I can find her. Anyway, I didn't even put her any NPs, that's right. There we go. Now she's NP5 Ellie. Water Dragon Ellie is NP5. Alright, and we will also give Zholter. Where is Zholter? Where is she? There she be. We're going to give Zholter some golden foes. Get her to 15-20. I'm trying to think who is going to be the next contestant. So, we have Melt. We have both versions of Melt. This will be both versions of Zholter. We only have one version of Arash. We do have another version of MHXA, of Achan. We could do the other version of Achan. But she's getting 3 versions, so really Achan's going to have the most energy of them all. But that's for the future me to worry about. Alright, that's kind of all the maintenance stuff, essentially. So, head to the gate. Interludes are currently half cost for the next 3 days. Well, much as I would love to do Zholter's, I know that since that says a pickup, it means that it is not a true next one. Because special release conditions. And I already have Zholter, so, you know. She'll get her interlude time to shine eventually, but for now it looks like Gareth is going to be the next interlude. So, even so, the Wolf Girl is the name of the interlude. Woo! Lancelot! Ah, Sir Lancelot. Oh, hello, Gareth. Hello. I'm sorry, Master, but would it be okay if I go to say hi to Sir Lancelot? Sure thing, simulator's not going anywhere. Right, okay, then I'll be right back. She's got a different sibling vibe from with Lancelot than Gawain, doesn't she? Who am I talking to? Shootin'. Interesting decision. Oh, she's the Sun Guy's sister. Now that you mention it, she does look just like him when she smiles. But I can't see how she and Lancelot are anything like siblings. Still, if that's how they seem to you, Master, then that's totally fine. Oh, hello. If it isn't Sir Lancelot and Gareth, the former mentor and squire pair. I never thought I'd get another chance to see them together again like this. How wonderful. There are many reasons I'm glad I was summoned to Chaldea, but this sight is easily the top of the list. I really mean that. My, that much? Yes, milady, that much. We're gonna get some exposition, aren't we? Okay, sorry to keep you waiting. To make up for it, I'm gonna give 120% in combat training today. That's great to hear. I look forward to seeing what you can do, she-wolf. My, you're very strong for one so small, aren't you, Gareth? You're the smallest cutie of the whole round table, yet you still keep up with all the other monsters there just fine. You think I'm cute? Thank you very much. That's your only takeaway? But I still have a long way to go when it comes to beauty regimens. I don't think I'll ever have anything like your naturally bewitching charms, Lady Shootin' Doji. I'd really love any pointers you can offer in that department. That's... really now? Is that so? My thoughts exactly. Because I could have sworn I once heard someone say that there's not much point in a night getting all dolled up. I suppose you could say that. But in my case, I died while I was still young and immature. I never really figured out my own form of chivalry. So now that I have a second chance, I'd like to see what I'm really capable of. At least that's what I'm thinking now. For example, I think I'd really like to try and become a knight like Lady Bradamante. She's strong and beautiful. Assuming you're okay with that, of course, Master. Sure, whatever. Go ahead. Figure out what you can do. Tease. Isn't changing my whole spirit origin, Good point. Even empty shadows like us can change shape depending on the sun's position in the sky. So then why don't you enjoy yourself however you can? I'm totally in your camp, sweetie. Percival. Oh, right. I was so impressed by Garrett's positive attitude that I couldn't help it. Naturally, I'll be glad to assist in any way I can as well. We can even get started right after our combat training if you like. Thank you, Sir Percival. But I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself. Let's start with combat training and then... Zerkerlot. My. Gareth. I'm okay, it's nothing. Hello, Sir Lancelot. Are you looking for your saber self? So they both exist independently in Chaldea. He was here just a moment ago. If you hurry, you should find him and heading to the command room right now. Gareth. What's going on? Talk to me. I usually don't get like that, you know? He may look different, but he's still the same Sir Lancelot I admire. He's the one who taught me how to be a knight. Still, when he's a berserker, he just has this ominous aura. And he's so intimidating. It makes him seem like nothing more than an agent of death going around looking for enemies to slaughter without so much as a word. Master, I have to be honest with you. I cannot but freeze up around him. I don't bear him any ill will. I don't even carry any anger toward him. But even so, I still just freeze up. It's like I'm just suddenly paralyzed with fear that it'll be a repeat of that day, all over again. I'm sorry, Master. I know it's pathetic for a proud seventh seat of the Round Table to behave like this around one of her trusted allies. I hope you can forgive me. It's not pathetic at all. You're afraid of the person who killed you. Anything I can do? Yes. I don't want to be this way anymore. I want to get to a point where I can at least say hello to him, even if I happen to run into him from a dimly lit hallway. I don't know, running into Zerkerlot in a dimly lit hallway, that's a different story in and of itself. I think anybody would be terrified of running into Zerkerlot in a dimly lit hallway. Second arrow. I'm here for you, Gareth. Thank you, Sir Percival. I understand the pain of wanting to overcome your own weakness. So rest assured, I will gladly join Master in doing all that I can to aid you. Thank you again, Sir Percival. And thank you too, Lady Doji. I appreciate you being here to help me as well. Are you sure you want us for the job? I am. Sir Percival's airtight defense is legendary, even among the members of the Round Table. And I hear about your graceful and broad-minded way of living all the time, Lady Shootin' Doji. So I'm sure I can learn a great deal from both of you. The next time I see Sir Lancelot, I want to be able to either face him directly, or just gracefully let him pass me by without it affecting me. I see. So that's how it is, huh? What about Mo? Mordred's, well, as the older sister, I think it's better if I avoid sharing this with them. So all that said, I'm more convinced than ever you two are the way to go. After all, you're both so grown up. Gareth's beliefs have no reflection on reality. And above all, you're all so dependable. Gareth's beliefs have no reflection on reality. Yes, you two are definitely the best choice. Again, Gareth's beliefs have no reflection on reality. I don't know, I think Shootin's dependable. You think? I get where she's coming from. You really think so? Well, if you're sure, Master, I'll take your word for it. Alright then, shall we begin, Percival? Yes, let's. Okay, Lady Gareth, let's start by having you experience the different approaches yourself. This way you'll learn firsthand what it means to hold your ground and what it means to let things pass you by. Yes, sir. I'm guessing it's Gareth against the two of them? Seems that way. Castoria. Support servant is level 45. My servant is level 65. Throw a sumo. And throw a second cast. And let's just outfit with all the supports that we can muster. Except for Scotty, I guess. Yeah, this will be good enough supports. Let's roll! So this is definitely a more recent one just because Percival is in it, but also because it is giving us the choice between using our version of Gareth and a support version of Gareth. Time for training! Boost an NP strength. Makes me so happy when you say that. And they gain charges each turn. That means that Shootin needs to go first. Gareth, you have a Buster, so let's just throw both of these on you. We'll do a classic BAQ. That can wait, and that can wait. So, BAQ. Okay, not bad, not bad. Got the crit on the quick. And we do have the means to gain another NP. Good, good, good. And it's another chain NP, so doot doot doot. It's not a BAQ, sadly, but it's still okay. It's still okay. Okay, so that's shoot and dealt with. Let's raise about out. Alright, so now that it's target focus time, she has guts. Well, we'll leave it at the guts, and then BAQ. Generate as many stars as we can. Oh, you're AoE. I thought you were single target. I could have swore you were single target there, Percy. And that sucks. Well, that shouldn't have happened. But, you know, Gareth did a good job. She did a decent enough job. I think it's fine to let the supports take it from here. I totally should have invinced like I wanted to, but it is what it is, what it is. Let's get some power. Who did I put that on? Wrong person. I was supposed to go on the meme master, but oh well. BAQ. We got it. Even without the hero creation buff, we got it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Gareth might have fallen, but that's because I did not convince her like I should have. So it's my fault, not hers. No combat, no dialogue immediately after, and we'll continue even if you are defeated. Excuse me. We'll not continue if you withdraw. No battle drops will be available whether you win or defeat. So it's going to be a Gareth against Zerkerlot, it looks like. You're one tough cookie when it comes to head-on attacks, aren't you? But I think you might be that much more vulnerable to surprise attacks. Lady Doji makes a good point. Alright, I think we're as good as we're going to be. Huh? But I can still keep going. I could do this kind of training all day. I don't want to end up like that again. I want to get used to the nerves, to fear, to defense, evasion, everything. That way I'm sure I see. But you know, there's not much point if you can still just keep going. I don't know how emotionally ready you are for this, but I think it's time we moved on to the next phase. Agreed. Gareth, we're going to try something a little more direct. You're up, Sir Knight. Who you'd call? Something's flying this way. It's a jet plane. It's a Zerkerlot. This training will help you face your fears. So this is what you were talking about. Go on, Gareth. You can run if you like, or you can stand your ground and face him. Whatever you do, remember this. You may never have another chance to get accustomed to Sir Lancelot and his berserk spirit origin. We won't be doing this again. Opportunities this perfect don't come along twice. So while you're free to do as you wish, it is my wish that you conquer your fears here and now. He's gathering energy. And she's charging in. Alright. Go, Gareth, go. Defeat your fears. It's a Gareth solo. Okay. Let's see how we do. We should be able to survive at least one NP. Because we are indeed here. That's good. Okay, so let's use Gareth of the Beautiful Hands. Start off with that as well. The Guts, I think we're fine to not have it active just yet. Eternal Arms Mastery is something... Okay, he only has 2 attacks, so I will use Battle Continuation here. Be a Q, just in case he does an NP here. Because he very well could. He very well could go to full charge after this break and do an NP. Big talk. He removes buffs. There is no surviving this. Yeah, there's no surviving that. He removes buffs. That is devious. Okay. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. I know, I get it. Whatever regrets I may have, there's no point in... One day I will become the greatest knight of all time. One day I would become a knight who could stand on equal ground with my brothers, even Sir Gawain. That's what people used to say about me. All the knights of the Round Table, including King Arthur, were unbelievably kind to me. I was so happy, and so proud. I was happy for myself, but my pride was for Sir Lancelot. I was a fool who couldn't even run in a straight line. A far cry from my talented brothers. Sir Lancelot was the one who taught me what I needed to know to become worthy of knighthood. You're the reason I was even able to become a knight, Sir Lancelot. The reason I could hold my head high, even in my brother's company. But, Sir Lancelot, I was never able to tell you how I truly felt about you. As a knight, I aspired to be like you. As a warrior, I sought to surpass you. As a girl, I had feelings not unlike yearning for you. And yet, I never once... Aw, poor Gareth. I'm not gonna do that kind of yell, because my throat hurts. I can feel my skull being smashed to pieces. I see your hands taking lives, including mine. Sir Lancelot, Sir Lancelot. You are the most chivalrous of all of us. You are the strongest knight of all of us. What more is a knight meant to do than to protect fair maidens? And you, a knight among knights, could never have simply stood by as Queen Guinevere was executed. I should have realized that. Please forgive my foolishness. Please, don't think about what a fool I've been. Please. Forget you ever knew me. Yeah. I think you were probably my first love. Oh, poor Gareth. That's absolutely tragic for her. I mean, I didn't know if they followed through with the general consensus of how Gareth died of the knights. I couldn't remember if they had said it. That, yeah, Lancelot kills Gareth on his way to protect Guinevere by crushing her skull. Gareth? Master. Right. I'm sorry, Master. I'm so sorry you had to see that. It's okay. What's that? A giant Oni or something? No, milady. I don't believe it's a creature of giant stature at all. I think that's... From the look of things, I take it Sir Lancelot there is the one who made Gareth cry. You could say that. Shoot in! You little troll. It's alright, you needn't explain, just as I will not be explaining what I'm about to do. Today I am not a lord, but a man. Not a knight, but a brother. May night retreat from this brilliance. Its enduring protection shall shine upon this earth. Excalibur, Galate. Brother, Gawain, stop. It's alright, please, don't use Galatane during the day. Sir Lancelot came here to help me. Gareth. That's right, that's Sir Lancelot there. He didn't do anything wrong, so... Please stop this. I'm not looking for anything from him. I don't even have any questions I'd like him to answer. We're more like shadows than people now. Our stories have long since ended. But even though we're shadows, no, maybe it's because we're shadows now. Maybe the fact that I'm not the same Gareth I was in life is exactly why I could so unashamedly scream and cry. And throw myself at him with everything I had. It's strange, isn't it? I didn't have any regrets, and I really meant it. But once I was given the chance, I simply had to take it. I mean, it's just so frustrating, you know? He didn't say anything to me that day. Not a word. He didn't call me a fool or tell me to stay out of his way or say he was disappointed or that he regretted anything. Nothing. Not even a glance. Still, all the same, I feel a lot better now. Sir Lancelot materialized as an unspeaking berserker. I still didn't get to hear him say anything, but I was finally able to scream, to yell my own feelings at him. So I'm good now. I'm satisfied. If I were a ghost, this is the part where I'd finally put my past behind me and ascend to heaven without regret. But I'm not a ghost. I'm a heroic spirit. Hey, J6, welcome to the stream. How'y things? So I'm gonna keep serving the master who gave me this incredible opportunity as best I can. Better even. Sure you're okay there, Gareth? I am. I really, really am. But thank you for asking, Master. You're so kind. Does it? Hang on. Did it say 6? If so, that's my bad. No. It says 7. Daylight savings time, though, just happened for me, J6. Daylight savings time. Did you remember that? Did thou remember? Although I don't know if you do daylight savings in Canada. I actually don't. Well, I've got it set for 1900, which would be 7. So, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. I have it set for 1900 hours because for some reason it goes by British time in the extension. Let me... Hang on. I'm gonna open up my stream in an anonymous window to see why it might say that. Maybe I need to reset things? But how'y things, J6? How'y things? Don't worry, Master. I'll be right there with you until the end of your journey. It's just gonna take a minute for stream to load up. Found a shiny Starly. Nice! Congrats on the shiny Starly. Quartz. Alright, and then we're gonna do Vritras. Shiny Starly will go... Oh, so you didn't get to keep it then. RIP. That sucks. My bad. I retract my thanks. Or my congrats. Hold on. You get your Turtwig yet? Okay, let me check here. Soulrack Dragon. And scroll down. Okay, yeah, that's weird. Why does it say 6? Huh. I'm gonna have to... Yeah, that's weird. Because I do have it set to be 1700. I'll have to take a look at this. No luck? That sucks, man. That sucks. But I have started playing Violet. You weren't there on Friday when I started the Pokemon Violet stuff, though. J6, you weren't there. Okay, maybe... Let's set it to that. Can you refresh your stream and tell me if it's updated the time? I don't know if it live updates the time or if you have to refresh things. Or open up a new window, I guess. Because I already closed the window. Was it this way? Oh, hello, Vritra. It says 7 now? Okay. I had it set... So I changed the time zone from U.S. East Coast -5 to U.S. Michigan -5. So it's the same -5, but... I don't know. Twitch is janky sometimes, let's be honest. Ah, the dancer woman. You always wear such frilly outfits. You remind me of the gifts Indra used to send me. I'm not really sure how to take that. Oh, why is your whole body aching? Are you sick? I do hope you are not sick. Anyway, this is great timing. Are you free right now? No, I'm not. I have some very important business to attend to. Setting up winter tents. Oh, did you go camping or something? I see. That's too bad. In that case, why don't you just drop in for a quick look? A quick look at what? Well, you see, we've reserved the entire cafeteria for a dance party. So all I have to do is dance, right? Ah, John the Baptist. John the Baptist. I haven't danced like this in ages. This is so much fun. Don't you think so, Sister Night Bright? No, I'm not having fun. Oh, wait. Set up winter tents to protect the driveway from snow. So are you talking like a big winter tent to just like cover your whole driveway or something? Because I've never heard of anybody doing that before. Interesting. Honestly, that's not something that I think is really done in America. Or at least not done in my area. Because I remember having to clean driveways when I was younger to earn a little bit of pocket money. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Oh, I hope you're doing okay. It's still nice and toasty where I live. Still nice and toasty warm, which I'm happy about. I'm just here because it's a good opportunity to show off how advanced Chinese imperial court culture truly is. Olé! I haven't been to a summer carnival in forever. Doesn't it feel like your body is moving on its own? Karna! Yes, it does. You need a strong sense of rhythm to float like a butterfly. I'll have to keep sparring. I cannot remember the last time I let myself go on the nose stage. Forgive me if I'm a little rusty. 40 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit? Alright, now that you've finished warming up the crowd, Munarin, I'm gonna really fire them up with the main event, my Atsumori. 40 degrees yesterday. Ooh, that's way too cold, man. You have my sympathy. You should probably avoid anything fire-related, Nobu. You don't want a repeat of Hanoji on your hands. Besides, I think my jet sword dance deserves the spotlight anyway. It's so much cooler and flashier than anything else. Granted, I only just came up with it, so I'll be improvising, but I'm not about to let that stop me. Must be fate that we ran into each other here, Grand Duchess. May I have this dance? Oh my, I do like to dance. But this dance floor isn't the place for our ballroom etiquette, or social customs, or picking up girls. It's just a place for anyone to dance on their own, however they like. More concisely, the exit is that way. Oh, poor Napoleon! You didn't have to shoot him down like that, Anastasia. You can shoot Kadok down like that, but not Napoleon. Napoleon's a bro! Oh. Everyone here seems to be enjoying themselves immensely. Thank you for making the conversion. You said you love dancing and music and such, right? So I thought this would be right up your alley. You don't even have to dance yourself. It's fun to just watch. Oh, but if you were busy with something, I suppose I shouldn't try to keep you. Yes, that's right. There's something very important I need to take care of right now. No matter how delightful this party may be, I absolutely will not fall prey to its charms, least of all today. Excuse me. Oh, that's so cute. And that was so cool. Vritra, didn't you say you had something important to attend to? What am I doing? I only meant to watch for a minute or so and then leave. But the next thing I knew, I was sitting in the front row with a drink in my hand. Is this another of Indra's plots? Gotcha. I guess you must get more snow up in Canada than we do here in America. I mean, don't get me wrong, there have been some bad blizzard-like conditions. But there hasn't really been any major snowfall for years where I live. I guess she doesn't remember ordering that drink herself, and with a big smile, no less. I really don't have time for this right now. I'm trying to find Master. Oh, is that all? Why don't you lead with that? He was the first one I invited to the party. Master, could you come here, please? Hey, Vritra. Locked, snowed in. Ooh, that's rough. I can't imagine being snowed into a house. Well, actually, I can imagine it, but I can't imagine it's as fun as I'd like to imagine it as. You were here all along. You should have just said something. Well, no matter. Come with me, Master. I want to go somewhere quieter where we can talk in peace. Snow halfway up your front door. Good gracious. That's a lot of snow. So what do you want to talk about, Vritra? How can I put this? Simply put, I'm in the same boat as you. Oh? Remember what that dancer woman said? You were just doing it yourself at the party. I think these days they call it stress relief. Anyways, that is what I wish to do. Well, you know, Vritra, Vritra, you're attractive enough, you know. I think it's fine. We'll just have to get some approvals going on here first, you know. We can't be skipping steps here, Vritra. We can't. Don't look at me like that. Simply going back to the party would not be enough. Oh, don't get me wrong. It was fun, but that's not the desire. I was... Again, Vritra, you're coming on strong here. I'm not opposed, but we need to get the approvals here. Top 4,000. Nice. Top 4,000 out of... What was the... How many people were participating is my question. Because I legitimately have no idea what the standard turnout for that kind of stuff is. You wouldn't tell someone who's utterly exhausted to just stay up a little longer and have a nice meal instead, would you? You placed it in top 9,000 before, now it's top 4,000. Damn. That's a massive improvement. How'd you want to relieve your stress, Vritra? Do you really need to ask? I'm sure you know what I desire mostly by now. Or did you forget just what sort of demon I am? Very well then, I will be direct. I desire to see someone suffering. That's a little too direct there. What do you expect? Being summoned as a servant hasn't changed my nature. Well, having said that, it's not that I only wish to see someone suffer. You could say that I wish to see someone desperately struggle to overcome a challenge, if you prefer. So, will you help me relieve my stress? You're my master now, are you not? I'm sure you can help me with something so small, can't you? Besides, if you don't, I may just end up giving all of Chaldea a really very difficult challenge of my own. One so arduous you won't even have a chance to think about your primary mission. You can be a pain sometimes, Vritra. Well, that makes it simple. Help me with my stress relief. Tens of thousands. So you did very, very well. You did better than I did. I did not even qualify. You know, I'm not qualifying. You should have just said so earlier. Don't worry, I have some ideas for how to go about it. All you have to do is trust me. I can't wait. I think that is technically DNQ. Yeah, I still didn't qualify, you know, I didn't qualify, J6, so you're better than me. You are better. Camelot? Oh, so this is the famous Camelot. You seem a little confused. Don't worry, this is all just happening in your head. You know how sometimes strong internal bonds are forged between servants and masters thanks to their connection? I took advantage of that to recreate a certain of your memories. And of course, the kind of memories I want to see. were the most difficult trials and tribulations you managed to overcome on your journey thus far. Surely you haven't forgotten such formal events, right? Affirmative. I'm Gawain, Knight of the Round Table, as the one entrusted with the responsibility of delivering holy punishment. I shall judge you. No, it's fine, man. It's fine. I was just teasing. I do have some interest in competitive Pokemon, but I would want to do the team building on my own. I do have interest, but I'd want to do it myself. I might look into it as towards the end of the year, beginning of the year, if it's like around that time of the year that stuff is still going on, but it'd definitely be something I'd want to do on my own. Maybe I'd come to you with for some advice. I will admit that. I could see myself going to you for some advice. It's the Gawain fight! I've only heard about this incident. You're the one who remembered it as one of the greatest hurdles you had to overcome. When the foreign star shines, the bond of the white wall crumbles, the king's power wanes, and the divine power falls. How unfortunate. If our meeting was of a different nature, we may have found a path of coexistence. If you don't want me to prepare obstacles for you for the future, then what choice do I have but to revisit obstacles from the past? For the king, one mistake is far too many. Thus, you must prepare yourselves. I have to say, though, the more I look at him, the stronger he seems. He even has the protection of the sun, despite not being descended from Surya's bloodline. It's so good. I can't wait to see how you struggle against him. How did you hold on to hope through this? How did you succeed even when the odds are stacked against you? Now I get to see it all from the best seat in the house. No, the only seat in the house, since it's a private show. Okay, time to relieve some stress. Recreate memories, losing still no good, right? Of course not. How am I going to truly enjoy this if you lose? Now go on, do your best to overcome the wall before you. If you did it before, you can do it again. It's a bad match for you, so what? I suppose this will make an even more dramatic battle then. I'm sure you'll enjoy that too, especially since this is your second time fighting it. Uh-oh, here he comes. Go on, master. I have no intention of causing you suffering. Accept your fate and let's end this quickly. I think we'll be fine. As long as Vritra is not forced into the front line. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, this is going to be painful. This is going to be painful. Memories of command spells. Did I use command spells? I don't remember if I used command spells on this fight. First grand challenge you took part in, you used Sanity, and that was relying on Sandville Garchomp, and for the second one you used the Balancing as Trick Room and Tailwind Rain mode. I recall you saying something about, Trick Room and Tailwind. Pardon the yawn. Alright, Vritra, what do you got going on? So, you have 3 guts total. Your NP gauge, strength, and attack will increase when a guts is triggered. Okay. That can be saved. That can go off. That can be saved. Actually, no, let's activate them. Yeah, we can stack the guts. BAQ. Just BAQ the day away. Nightless. Okay, we have NP. Arts Blast, go! First time we're using her NP. And it looks freaking awesome. Honestly, that was an amazing looking NP. That's full charge for Gawain. BAQ this time. Paragon 2, you can build a pure one. I can one-hit KO a pure offense Garchomp with Ice Beam, and still one-hit KO, especially defense. You get high roll, you just get C-Spec attack download boost. Okay, I did follow what you were saying there, actually. I did follow it. Which is very impressive. I didn't realize Paragon 2 was such a strong mon. Didn't realize. Okay, skill seal is fine. Just keep up the BAQs at this point. They are starting to add up with each arts resist down that he's got, and each boost I'm getting. 105 spec attack. Damn. That is pretty good. Okay. So, let's do it again. BAQ. I've got one more guts. I'm fine with triggering. Oh, we might be fine, actually. This might be a game set match. Game set match. That was a tough fight against Gawain. I would say that this proves that it can be done with Vritra on the base, but on the base, you don't have the super OP, super guts stuff that Vritra had going on here. So yeah. I did it. I used to set above 100. Yeah. Except for with Mew, who I think has baseline 100s, if I remember correctly. Then that's just average. Wasn't easy, but you really hung in there. You weren't stingy with your resources either. I especially like how you threw yourself into the challenge. Consequences be damned. I don't remember if I used command spells or not. So that's how you managed to overcome this trial after all that time ago. No, I used Crit Queen Chloe all those years ago, Vritra. I didn't use you. I used Chloe the Crit Queen. That was delicious. So are you satisfied now? No, I'm not. I need more to satiate my demonic appetites. Oh, but don't worry. I won't make you relive any more memories for now. There's no shortage of other servants in Caldea of Sample, after all. Right, I remember. By the way, since I did miss most of the main releases of it, are the Paradox, Justice dogs and Johto dogs, like, can they just randomly show up in Terra Battle Raids in Blueberry Academy, by the way, J6? Do you happen to know that? Yes, now that I've seen a human struggle, I think I'll move on to a god. Damn. So I'm gonna have to wait for them to cycle back through. Okay, that's fair. That's what I get for being like a year late to the DLC. It's what I get, it's what I deserve. What on earth? How can there be so many enemies? And that's just the kind of stage this is. Oh, it looks like you're about to die. Not yet. I'm not gonna wait until the last second. Then hit him with all my skills and items at once. This is why you wait till the last second to use your buffs and heals. Otherwise, you're just stuck in cooldown hell as all your items run out. Ah, you overcame it. I wonder where the next challenge will be. Paradox, Terrakion, and Cobalion are only available if you complete 200 in the... Okay. So I will eventually end up encountering them then. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Does Vritra hang here a lot? No, that she never plays, though. She just likes to watch. Yeah, it's not bad for motivation, though. She always seems genuinely pleased when I beat a really tough boss or segment of a game. Although sometimes when I come back after a snack run, I'll find she upped the difficulty on me from very hard to nightmare. Stuff like that. Not a fan of that part. Oh, I've already got Iron Leaves. Remember? Well, you probably don't, but Velvet is Iron Leaves. Velvet is Iron Leaves. I'm pausing my game only to lose almost all my equipment is the kind of thing that gives me literal nightmares. That does sound like an evil prank. The higher the hurdle, the better. At least if I'm the one watching. Is it time? Oh, you mean for the hardest part of the game? Yeah, this is the next mission. It's the toughest by far. Once you start it, you can't save or even pause, and hesitating for even a second can ruin it all. But the rewards are so good that I just need to clear it. As for this stage in particular, I have to ask you not interfere. I mean it. Of course I won't. Not me, for sure. Oh boy, what are you about to do, Vritra? Okay, let's do this. You do not interfere with a gamer. Vritra, do not interfere with a gamer. Oh no. Parvati. Raging Bolt and Gouging Fire. I might need your help with their dex entries. I might. I'm not going to say right away that I'll need your help because I'm taking things somewhat slow and steady with Pokemon Violet's DLC. Doing a little bit of story here, a little bit of wild catching there, and maybe some Terra raids every once in a while, you know? I've only had one stream of it, so I'm pacing myself with getting back into it. Hi, Ganesha. I'm here. Shall we get going? Crap, Mom. I mean, Mother, why are you... Go where? Oh, Don't you remember? You're the one who sent me that message. You assured me you were going to focus on your divine duties today, and asked me to supervise to make sure you didn't slack off. I didn't send any message like that. Also, I'm sorry, but I can't really talk right now. Please, just wait until I'm done with this mission. That's all I ask. You always make that exact excuse. Wait, I just remembered. You also sent a postscript that said if I start to fall back into my usual lazy habits, drag me away by force. You made me so proud seeing you so self-aware about the areas where you need to improve. I definitely didn't write that, but seriously, can't this wait until later? Does suck you missed the Outbreak event where all the mass outbreaks of all the non-Paradox Legendary version exclusives. I did? Rip. Was that just tied to a specific day and time? Because maybe I can roll back my Switch that day, if you know what I'm saying. Hey Liz, welcome to the stream. Happy things. Also this time you super sus. I think I know who's responsible, huh? Where'd you go? Alright, let's get going. It's time for you to take your first steps towards being a proper god. Why don't we start by switching off that game machine? No, stop! Poor Ganesha. Poor Ganesha. Man, you gotta admire, though, just the sheer versatility of how many different kinds of personality they can give a Sakura face. The sheer versatility is always amusing. Boop, bop, beep. Can I not still do that if I have somebody from Pokemon Scarlet travel with me? Or is that not a thing anymore? Did you have an AoE NP there, Ganesha? Yeah, you have AoE. Beep, boop, bop. You can just more convenient. Fair. That is fair. Ooh, goodness. I'll figure it out one way or another. One way or another, I'm sure I will figure it out eventually. Okay. What do you guys do on death? Okay. BAQ. I was hoping for some heavier hits, but... Okay, we'll be fine, though. I'm pretty positive we will be pretty okay here. Shiny Sinistea. Really? Shiny Sinistea is like one of the hardest shinies to pick out of the pack, though. So, damn. Was it the genuine Sinistea? That is the question. Was it genuine Sinistea or was it fake Sinistea? Oh, you didn't spot it. Rip. Ripperoni. Okay, so that's just pure and utter luck, then. You got lucky. Damn. Wish I had that kind of luck. I really do hope that, when they release Legends Z, that they will bring back the shiny sound. It was phony. Oh, sadness. Yeah, the shiny sound was such a good quality of life improvement, and I still miss it. I still miss it, even now. Let's switch this machine off, okay? Oh no. Parvati, no! No, yes. And that's not gonna matter too much, but we'll do it all the same. BAQ. With someone who's authentic shiny Sinisty. Yeah, that's like one of the hardest Pokemon to get, I'm pretty sure, is authentic shiny Sinisty. Man. J6, you have some of the wildest luck. I'm not gonna lie, you have some of the wildest luck there is. I believe in you, Ganesha. You can survive this. Oh no, Ganesha is charmed. Luckily for me, I have debuff removal. Woo! And let's do that again. Wasn't enough though. BAQ. Man, hard for you to realize shiny because of the lighting in Area 0. Yeah, Area 0 does have a lot of bright spots and then dim spots. I mean, remember our race for a shiny Iron Valiant, J6? Do you remember that? That was a fun race, I think. I remember that fondly. Because I have Astolfo. Iron Astolfo, to be specific. Shiny Iron Astolfo. Come on, Ganesha, you can do it, you can do it, maybe... Yes! You couldn't encounter any unless you were... That is right, I remember that. Yeah. Reminds me of that meme that I've seen recently of, you know, how they can make beautiful games with the Switch's hardware, and then there's Pokemon. You got games like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, or I guess they're remaking Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Nintendo Switch. But Pokemon, nah, we don't need to dedicate hardware to that. We can put most of the budget into getting some celebrity to sing our end song. That's where our budget should go. Still salty about that. Can't believe I have to guard the power button and kill the in-game enemies at the same time. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in real life or a game. Hang on, Par. Please just give her a moment. Oh, well, if you insist, Master, I'm happy to wait. What's this about? No time to explain. I need something obvious to point out before I completely run out of steam. There you are. Oh, I know I called it together rather hastily, but I still can't believe you destroyed the domain I created to keep me out of sight. I see, your divine domain is removing obstacles, isn't it? No wonder you had so little trouble in disrupting my power. Vritra, what's going on here? So what happened was this. Yeah. My point exactly, J6. They put all of their budget into paying this Ed Sheeran to sing their end song rather than to make the game not run terribly. Of course I wrote that message and sent it to you. Now that I think about it, I should have known Ganesh would never be so enthusiastic about such things. Part of me always knew something was off. I suppose I chose to ignore it because I was just so happy to think my child was growing up. I mean, even the no voice acting, there are some scenes where it just does not make sense there was no voice acting. I mean, they got the Pokemon fan community so hyped up because before they even released the game, they had a VTuber version of Iono literally hyping the game up. People were thinking that there's gonna be spoken dialogue for the first time in a Pokemon game, and then they drop the ball hard. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Pokemon Violet. It is a fun game, but still, there's so many missed opportunities with it as well. Now, do you get it? Okay, one last... I did. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Well done. There's nothing quite as delightful as the good sight of a god overcoming an unprecedented challenge. Delightful sure isn't the word I'd use. But maybe it's because I've been pushed to my limits, but I pulled off some moves I wouldn't normally have even thought of. I even beat my high score by a fair margin, which is almost miraculous. Well, does this mean I've awakened my full potential? I had no idea I saw this much power waiting to be tapped into. Personally, I wish you'd awaken your power as a god rather than a gamer. That aside, Ganesha, Vritra, I want to talk to both of you. Oh, am I in for another lecture? Setting that message aside, the fact remains that you got so caught up in games you neglected your divine duties yet again. So we need to talk about that, don't we? What divine duties does anyone have? The earth is literally bleached clean. As for you, Vritra, you shouldn't have faked that message, as I'm sure you know. Deceiving people is wrong, be they god or human. No two ways about it. You should have told me. You should have told Indra like that. You should have told Indra that before you tricked me all those times. Yeah, that sounds great, Mom, but I don't suppose we could do it some other time. I'm kind of tired, so... Alright, I'm a little tired too, plus I also worked up a good sweat. Say, I know. Why don't we talk about this in the bath? She won't be able to run away from me there. No way. Bath. Look out. Flying heads. Ugh, my head. This might be a reference to something that happens in the Extella games that I do not know. Promise you, you're not going to be looking out this time. We'll be taking a bath together. I don't mind taking baths, but you're planning to get me all sudsy, right? You shouldn't do things you know people don't like. So on that note, come, Master, let's get out of here. Oh, get back here. I'll talk to you about this too, okay? Bye! Chores? I guess. Alright, I get it. No more deception from now on. Oh, that's a Ganesha myth. I didn't know. Indeed, that's just a little play acting. Now then, let's go to that simulator thingy next, shall we? Yeah, I don't really know too much of the Indian mythos, so no surprise that went right over my head. The Evil Dragon Stress Relief, the final arrow, where it's Vritra solo. Excuse me. I don't think this is the training program I selected in the simulator. I'm pretty sure I did everything correctly. Maybe it's a bug. No, it's not that. Excuse me. Something's not right. I recognize this place. When Shiva returned to his home and saw Ganesha standing there watch guarding Parvati, who was bathing, Shiva cut off Ganesha's head and threw it away. Good Lord, Shiva, man. Give Ganesha a break. Is Ganesha not Parvati's child? Why would he do something like that to Parvati's child? I mean, did Ganesha get better, or was that like a dead? Oh, he didn't even know. God gracious. Shiva? This is the island of demons I visited back when I was alive. The Rakshasa King's land. This is the island of Lanka. That demonic energy is incredibly dense. Is that? She's mine. Your precious love is mine. You'll never get her back. You'll never see her again. Rama, King of Kosala, the princess you seek, will never be yours again. Ravana. No matter the time, no matter the place. If Ravana the Rakshasa King should return, I shall rise up to defeat him. Prepare to die, Ravana. So we're Vritra facing against Rama. Okay, Vritra, you are definitely... No, we are Rama going against Vritra. Okay. Still, Vritra, that is going too far. You don't mess with Rama, and you don't poke that sore spot unless he asks you to. This is just being cruel to poor Rama. His wife is still missing. Oh, so that's why Ganesha is associated with elephants, then. Interesting. Still very cruel, but interesting. So that's why Ganesha, so... Logically speaking, that wouldn't work, because that's not Ganesha's brain, but he's a god, so... Shiva left to buy some milk before his son was born, and came back to a fully grown son? He went to get milk for a very long time, then. Alright, this is the final bit before we're going to call things. Whew. Now then, what's the meaning of this, Master? Sorry for messing with your training. No, it's alright. I knew right away you were here. Everything from the scene, from the oppressive atmosphere to its demonic stench, may have been intense, but I sensed no malice, so I assumed it was just some special kind of training battle. Besides, the opponent I defeated was nothing like the real Ravana, though I could tell they were doing their best to act the part. Maybe it's similar to sensing the difference between Rakshasas and Asuras? I'm not so sure. What I do know, though, is that there's simply no way you could have done that yourself, Master. On which note, why not step out and show yourself? Ah, that's the stuff I knew you would have what I was looking for. Even with an unprecedented hurdle in front of you. You give everything you have to overcome it despite being reduced to a servant. You never stop struggling to break the curse you face. That was perfect. What do they call this feeling nowadays? Ah, yes, that's right. I think I stand you. Oh, Vritra. Thanks. As rude as it is to smack my shoulder like that, I still don't sense any malice from you. So you're Chaldea's resident evil dragon. Yeah, she already saw a human and a god overcome adversity, so she wanted to see a hero next. Sorry for the trouble. I'm sorry. It was no trouble. Surprising, yes, but no trouble. My whole purpose for using the simulator was to train against a strong opponent. And the stronger that opponent, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Even if she was just simply playing around, Vritra here is still the king of Suras and perhaps Indra's greatest enemy. I could ask for no more from a sparring partner. I almost missed some words there. And besides... Yes, even if she was simply playing around... My victory over Ravana came in one of the most important battles I've ever fought, and is an indelible part of who I am. Excuse me. Getting to face him again in a form as formidable as the real Ravana helped me remember the vow I made to her. I could never forget that vow. My passion for her. Her kind face, but even so, it's good to have a reminder. We even have her sprite game. Just give us his waifu. So that another meme can die. What's so funny? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about how I might have to actually thank you. Hi, Miss Goomba. You came in at sort of towards the end of the stream, because after this scene is done, I'm probably going to be calling it, but still, welcome to the stream. How be things. Don't bother. To my knowledge, I haven't done anything worth thanking you for. No matter what you may have seen or what you may have remembered, I was not responsible for it. Whatever you saw when you overcame this trial was all on you. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. I feel like it's been a while since you were last in stream, by the way. It has been a while. Even though it seems wonderful, what I said was no less true. You've only remembered something that's already within you better than you usually could. Yeah, I know his waifu's trapped in the arcade-verse, which I actually, come to think of it, haven't heard anything about in quite some time. Is FGO Arcade dead? I don't know. Suppose I'll just have to renew my vow then. From this point forward, no matter what trials may lay ahead of me, I will do whatever I must to see my beloved wife Sita again. Oh yes, you do that. I look forward to seeing you slurping down muddy water, crawling on all fours across the ground, and enduring pain and humiliation makes death sweet by comparison, only to ultimately end by the skin of your teeth overcome challenges which all seem but impossible. I only hope I could see that myself. Very descriptive there, Vritra. Very descriptive. Arcade is dead? So no more curse FGO Arcade, then. If you really do happen to be when I finally take Sita's hand in mine again, wouldn't you simply step in to block my way as the final obstacle yourself, evil dragon? Well, you're a clever one. Sure, I wouldn't put it past me. It would all depend on how satisfied I was at the time. Please, tell me you would even give them a break, please. Nope, in the end, I am what I am. You can't restrain the gods, neither can you restrain a demon like myself. So if it should come to that, all I can do is wish you good luck. Well, I can promise you this. Should it really come to that, my Hamastra will shred your scales and end your life. Oh, is that so? Then I should warn you to prepare to be beaten within a millimeter of your life, for I won't be holding back. Good grief. You have a strange relationship with Vritra, Master. It can't be easy keeping the evil dragon in check as your servant. Suppose all I can say is, be careful. And in her heart of hearts, she's on our side, I think. I see. Well, I know you're a sound judge of character, Master. If that's what you think, then you're most likely right. Alright, I think I'm going to do a little more training. Take care on your way back. Oh, would you like a banana before you go? Very good. No, I don't eat bananas like that. I eat bananas smushed up and baked into bread. That is how I eat bananas. You relieve your stress here yet, Vritra? For the time being, yes. Let's just say that I saw what I wished to saw. More than just banana bread. Chocolate chip banana bread. That aside, my long-term reason for being here in the first place, what I look most forward to seeing, that is very much still in effect. Yes, I'm talking about you. Can you truly save the world? Will you be able to endure the trials awaiting you? Will you be able to keep going despite the obstacles you face? You do understand that you still have a mountain of work ahead of you, right? I'll be fine. There's no challenges ahead that I can't handle. I've got waifus all supreme. There's nothing that Melt, Achan, Mash, or Aresh, or Jolter can't handle. Just throw them and throw the right supports their way and any enemy is dead. You do like dark chocolate? I'm fine with dark chocolate if it's baked into things, but I cannot eat like a dark chocolate bar. Humans, gods, and heroes. When they see someone else giving their all to overcome adversity, or even if they only hear about it in a story or legend, they are able to take that effort into their own strength and struggle against the obstacles that they themselves must overcome. And in doing so, they become newer, better versions of themselves. Yes, I will never change. I will always be an eternal, unkillable demon. But perhaps the changes that do not happen in me, happen in you humans instead. That's why I never get tired of seeing you struggle to overcome adversity. Ah, what a delight. I'm not giving up anytime soon. Good. Whatever you do, make sure you don't disappoint me. Remember what the King of Kosala said? If I ever sense that things are taking a turn for the doll and even begin to grow bored, then the moment you try to take back something you truly want, I may just end up standing in your way as your final enemy myself. That's just how Vritra is. I'm surprised she has not been a summer servant as the antagonist just yet. I don't care for that warm, knowing gaze of yours. I'm so used to being hated, it's honestly throwing me for a loop. Well, no matter, I think I'll go to the communal bath next. Chaldea has a communal bath? That's news. I did not know Chaldea had a communal bath. I wonder if it can be rented privately for any period of time. I think Parvati should be done with her lecture by now. You humans take baths to relieve stress too, right? You can join me if you like. It'd be a good opportunity to show you I don't hate baths. I'm in fact a very hygienic serpent. I'd even be willing to let you touch my smooth scales or wash them yourself if you want. Just as long as you don't use any sudsy soap, of course. Again, Vritra, you need to do the proper protocols. You need to talk with MASH first, fill out some forms. MASH will then distribute the forms to the other waifus, and then they will decide in a vote if you are able to partake in anything like that. But we will worry about any of that connotations at a far, far later date. For this is going to be where I call the stream. Like I said, I'm only doing 2 interludes per stream, unless they were a shorter one. I imagine the next interlude stream I might end up doing multiple, just because it's a Medusa, Teach, and Bonnie Mary Reed that are linked to maps. So, like most early game things, I can't imagine they are going to be very long. But that is for future me to worry about. It very well be maybe the Chaldea Tamlin Cup next FGO stream. For now, though, I've been Solar Dragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There's plenty of content for all to enjoy. Once again, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.